The twin suns of Arcturus, 7 burned low in the amber sky, casting long shadows across the jagged alien terrain. I crouched behind a cluster of shimmering blue boulders, clutching a makeshift scanner that buzzed and flickered weakly. I'd been stranded on this backwater planet for weeks, surviving on scraps and ration packs salvaged from my wrecked ship. Every crackle of movement in the distance made my pulse quicken, but nothing could have prepared me for what came next. I've been looking all over the galaxy for you, human. Her voice was like a low growl, filled with authority and menace. I spun around to see her standing atop a nearby ridge, her silhouette framed by the setting suns. She was tall and muscular, her armor glinting with alien metals and adorned with trophies from her hunts. Her skin shimmered in shades of deep violet, and her piercing gold eyes seemed to glow as they locked onto mine. She carried a massive blade strapped to her back, and her posture screamed both confidence and danger. Who are you?" I stammered, scrambling to my feet. My hand instinctively went to the small plasma pistol on my belt, though I doubted it would be much use against someone like her. She leaped down from the ridge with a grace that belied her size, landing just a few paces away. Up close, I could see the intricate tattoos that coiled up her arms, each one telling a story I couldn't hope to understand. Her gaze bore into me, unyielding and intense. "I am Commander Kayla of the Drakti Vanguard," she declared, her voice steady and commanding. "And you, human, have something that belongs to us." I blinked, my mind racing. The Drakti were a warrior race, known across the galaxy for their ferocity and honor-bound codes. Whatever it was she thought I had, I was pretty sure it was a misunderstanding. "I don't know what you're talking about," I said, trying to keep my voice steady. "I'm just a pilot. My ship crashed here after a navigation error." "I don't have anything of yours." Kayla's lips curled into a smirk, but it wasn't a kind one. "Lies won't save you, human. The artifact you carry, the one you stole from our sacred vault, has drawn me across countless light years. Hand it over, and I may let you live." Artifact? Sacred vault? None of this made any sense. I raised my hands, palms up, in a gesture of surrender. "Look, I think you've got the wrong person. I've never been to a Drakti vault, let alone stolen anything. If you just let me explain." She lunged forward with startling speed, pinning me against one of the boulders before I could react. Her forearm pressed against my chest, and I felt the cold edge of a dagger in my throat. "Do not insult me with your lies," she hissed, her face inches from mine. Her golden eyes searched mine, as if looking for some hint of deception. "Wait," I gasped. "Check my ship. If there's an artifact, it'll be there. I'll even help you search. Just don't kill me." For a moment, she didn't move. Then, slowly, she released me and stepped back, sheathing her dagger with a fluid motion. "Very well, human. Lead me to your ship. But know this. If you try to deceive me again, I will end you." I nodded quickly, rubbing my chest where her armored arm had pressed into me. "Right? This way." We trekked across the barren landscape in tense silence. Every so often, I glanced at her out of the corner of my eye. Despite her threatening demeanor, there was something captivating about her, a raw intensity that demanded respect. I couldn't help but wonder what kind of life had forged someone like her. When we reached the wreckage of my ship, I gestured to the mangled hull. "Go ahead, search all you want." Kayla didn't hesitate. She strode into the wreck, her sharp eyes scanning every corner. I followed cautiously, my heart pounding. If she didn't find what she was looking for, I had no doubt she'd turn her frustration on me. After what felt like an eternity, she emerged, holding a small, glowing orb in her hand. My jaw dropped. I'd never seen it before in my life. "You're lucky," she said, her voice softer now, but still laced with authority. If this had fallen into the wrong hands, the consequences would have been catastrophic. I swear, I didn't know it was there, I said. Maybe it got lodged in the ship during an asteroid storm or something. You have to believe me. Kayla studied me for a long moment, then nodded. Perhaps you speak the truth. But your ignorance does not absolve you. The artifact is safe now, but I will be watching you, human. If you cross paths with the Drakti again, tread carefully. Before I could respond, she activated a small device on her wrist, and a beam of light enveloped her. In a flash, she was gone, leaving me alone in the shadow of my ruined ship. As I stared at the empty space where she had stood, I couldn't shake the feeling that this wouldn't be the last time I saw Commander Kayla of the Drakti Vanguard.